Hi, welcome to the Sports Bench tonight with Greg and friends. Tonight, have something to report. Might have seen it in the ads. The Los Angeles Lakers trade with the Charlotte Hornets for Robert Williams was rescinded because he did not pass the physical. So the whole deal involving the two first-round picks, Dalton Knecht, Cam Reddish, is off. So that means that these players are back with the Lakers, and Robert Williams is back with the Charlotte Hornets. I have to really say that I am happy about when I heard about this because I did a video here not long ago talking about how I thought it was very risky for the Lakers to trade for Robert Williams, who has only played something like 85 games in 3 years being in the NBA. So this is just further enhancing the reason why that you would not want to have him on your team, right? I mean, we went through this with Anthony Davis for a couple of years. We had injuries, so we didn't win. Lakers did not win for like 3 straight years after that. And then AD finally started to get healthy again. So then they started winning. I mean, just automatically go together, right? But Robert Williams is injured, so he didn't pass. So how is this going to work well for the Lakers? Well, they're still going to have a hole in the center position when you think about it. They're not going to have somebody of Anthony Davis's class in the middle. But just watched a game here between the Indiana Pacers and the LA Lakers, where Austin Reeves went off for something like 43 points. He was just amazing tonight as a facilitator on the offense because LeBron James and of course did not play tonight, so they were lacking. But all the other players stepped up. They had more energy tonight. They played good defense. The team played well together. They communicated well. They started out hot, and then they started kind of eating off toward the end. But Austin Reeves came through, and the game is a winner. But Jackson Hayes tonight played a really good game. I mean, he was in for lobs. He played good defense. He's active. You know, I have a reason about him. I mean, he's 7 foot tall. He's very lengthy. He's got a lanky build, and he can cover a lot of territory, and he can get up in the air. So he's not a bad center to have as your starting center. I've seen a lot worse. I mean, you can have centers that are more bulked up, more weight, more muscle, but they move a lot slower. Jackson Hayes is basically fast. I mean, he gets around. So I'm a fan of him, but they do need to get a center, maybe at the buyout market at this point, or somebody that's already been bought out, like Mo Bamba is one of the examples. He played with the Lakers before, but very, very little. But he could be an answer. But I don't think really it's going to make much difference who they bring in at this point. They're just going to have to play with their semi-bigs. You know, they got several of them on there that can play defense and can rebound. And I think that's just the way they're going to have to go going into the postseason. And this will not be bad. And for Dalton Knecht, I hope that they give him some minutes. I really do. Because, you know, he is a natural fluid shooter, like I discussed in one of the other videos. Him and Doncic are very similar. Luka shoots the same pure shooting form that Dalton Knecht has. And you got to use that. You've got to be able to bring players out that'll hit. So like using an example tonight, some players hit the three-point shots really well in the first half, but then the second half they started cooling off. Gabe Vincent wasn't hitting the shots. Rui Hachimura did not start making any of the shots. He started missing. And several other players that were out there. So having someone like Dalton Knecht be able to come in because the other players in the second half are not hitting their shots, come in there, he will hit those shots. I mean, I've seen him miss shots, I have, but if you watch the Lakers games as much as I have, you will find that basically he is a very high percentage shooter. He really is in the top 1% of three-point shooters. So the Lakers will need that when they get in the playoffs, when they have other players that are cooling off. This is a coaching decision for J.J. Redick, you know, become a better coach and figure out, you know, if guys are not shooting the ball well, you know, don't get them out there. If you need offense, then put people out there that can give you that offense. And Dalton Knecht is one of those kind of guys. Where his weakness is, of course, he talked about it, is on defense. He's a rookie. He's learning. You know, he will get better. He won't get lost. He does get lost out there quite a few times when he's out there. But he will improve with as long as the other players will help him along with that. And I would say that basically what they really need to do is involve him in the offense at the top of the key area. When they're having all the different pick and rolls and whatnot, you don't want to put him down there on the line where he's sitting in the corner. You're never going to get the ball unless you're wide open. Your defender leaves you, and most defenders know that he's a pretty good shooter, so they're not going to leave him for any moment. So again, I'm happy the fact that basically this trade has worked out to be the way it is, and we're getting Dalton Knecht back. And then next summer, you can maybe play with the draft picks and maybe pick up somebody as a free agent next year. But I think the Lakers pretty much settled just going into what they're going in right now with the personnel that they have, and they'll be able to tweak it and use it. And I think they will go further in the playoffs. I really do. Will they win an NBA title? I don't know. But, if they have the shooting, they have a halfway decent chance. So, we're just going to have to see how it goes. But anyway, very happy that Dalton Knecht's back with the Lakers. Welcome back, Dalton. And I hope that you get some playing time, and I hope you want to be a Laker. I mean, after some young players, after they've been traded, sometimes take it as a big negative that, they're back with the team that didn't want them, essentially. But, you just have to look at it. The Lakers were looking at something that can improve their team right now, and they thought that getting Robert Williams was the way to do it. But obviously that isn't going to happen. So hopefully he comes back with the attitude that he's going to help the team, and he'll stay with the Lakers. And that's what I'm hopeful for. All right. Well, that's it for tonight. Thanks again for watching. Again, if you could subscribe, that would be great. You guys have a good night, and I will talk to you on the next broadcast. Bye-bye.